Today we will talk very short about emotional intelligence. What is intelligence? I see a lot of intelligent people out there. Anybody? Okay, do you know the term artificial intelligence? What is artificial intelligence?
Computer-aided.
Right? And what is natural intelligence? Basic ability to think, okay, without going into any of those big definitions. Your very basic ability to think and create is intelligence. What is emotional intelligence? How many of you have heard this term? So you have artificial intelligence, you have intelligence, and then you have emotional intelligence. Let me ask you one thing. Why are you all here? I mean, not here. You possibly not here because a lot of people who are supposed to come didn't come. So that is another thing. But why are you in GI? Quick. You don't know. Mom told you, dad is in the business. What are the reasons? Yeah, but why GIA? Why diamonds? Why jewelry? Why gemstone? Why? Most of you belong to this field. आपने बोला चलो अभी next step GIA करो. Is that the reason? How if you don't like your family business or jewelry? Be honest, come on. I won't go into it. So all of you are here because of passion towards diamonds, gemstones and jewelry, is that it?
Yes, kind of.
So-called passion. Now what is passion? What is passion? Desire. It's an emotion, isn't it? Daniel Goleman in 1985, he's a famous psychologist, and he came up with this term called emotional intelligence. All decisions, whether you call them logical or illogical, are based on emotions. You feel a certain drive, I want to achieve. It will say, you buy a basic product and you want to achieve more. That drive to achieve more is the emotion. All the actions that you take are partly your human IQ or intelligence quotient and your emotional quotient. May correct me if I am wrong. Please be with me. Yeah? Are we together so far?
Yes.
Thank you. It's a noun, the capacity to be aware of, control and express one's emotions, and to handle interpersonal relationships judiciously and empathetically. That's the textbook definition of emotional intelligence. Mind, all emotions generate from where? In the brain. Now, since you know so much, which part of the brain?
Subconscious mind.
Subconscious mind. And where is the subconscious mind? But he is right. Most and all of your emotions come from an area called amygdala, which is right behind the cortex. Right here in the center. So, you know everything. No, please don't be subconscious right now. Okay? That is very Stay conscious, not subconscious or unconscious. All human emotions generate from the mind, but the mind is like a monkey. Right now, most of you are here, but where is your mind? आज कभी बजेगा, लेट हो जाएगा, drive back home, take a train, take a flight, go for a date, a movie, something. Mind is there, mind down. Mind has this amazing capacity. Humans on an average think 60,000 thoughts in a day. How many? Of course, I'm not talking about men, because men might have only one single thought, 60,000. This is in general. This is as per a research. This is as per a research. That humans on an average think 60,000 thoughts in a day, out of which 5% are useful, and 0.01%, which is 6 thoughts in a day. How many? 6. Which we actually think and explore. All these thoughts, they are generated because of your emotions. You have a fight with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, switch out the damn phone. I'm not going to talk to him for 3 days, let him come back. All those are thoughts. They go on, go on, go on. After an hour, you switch it on, you see if there is a message or no. Damn that idiot. These are emotions. Your actions are driven by emotions. Oh. Pretty bad at this. So we did this. What are the basic types of feelings? Something which we just went through, happiness. Where does happiness come from? I mean, if you've seen this subconscious, yes. Where are they secreted from? The hypothalamus. Why are they secreted? Because the mind, the body, the soul, whatever you call it, the heart, whatever you call it, feels happy. What they say is a smile is the only human emotion on a face which can be seen from a distance of at least 4 kilometers without, of course, telescope. If you have a human 4 kilometers away, if you were to see him straight, and if he were to smile, you come to know that he smiles. It's one of the most positive emotions. How many times do we smile in a day? That's inside your mind, right? Yeah, not that old. I'm just 49. I understand. Here's a small exercise. Okay? Let's say you are A and you are B, you are A and you are B, you are A and you are B, you are A and you are B. You face each other. B does not smile. A smiles. Looks at B directly. Come on. Change. Come on. Let's do it. Come on. Nice. You're not supposed to smile. I know it's a small group exercise. Come on. Don't smile. You're not supposed to smile. practice smile. No, you can't. Your brain, your subconscious, your unconscious mind, your no conscious mind, all of them love this emotion called joy. Emotion called. Be happy when we are happy. Be happy when we see or do things which make us happy. Some of you might be closeted painters or artists or something, but you are made to study diamonds and gemstones and metal and this and damn and I and SG and this and that. You're like, damn. I said, some of you might be closeted. You haven't yet found out. Someday you'll find out when suddenly you are in front of your friend's son's Casio and you start and you remember the time that made you really happy was this particular thing. And at that time all you wanted to be was either a DJ or a pianist or something like that. We'll talk about it later on. Sadness. Why do you feel sad? Things which don't go over, right? When situations change which are not favorable to our mind. What? Tardy? Late. That's okay. Time is again relative. So. You're working on a diet plan. You're working on a diet plan and after 6 weeks, the dietitian promises you will lose 10 kilos and your figure is going to be like Deepika Padukone, but it's still the way it used to be. You join a gym. How many of you go to a gym?
Every day. Twice a day.
Twice a day? You join a gym and the instructor has promised you and your personal trainer will push in and you sweat out buckets and not even one very tall after 6 months. All you wanted to do was a Salman on your birthday, but you can't. Things which you think are negative, mark my words, things which you think are negative for you, lead you to sadness. Anger, resentment, grudge. Who works out of you all? Be honest. Be honest. Honesty is also an emotion and virtue. Who regularly works out? Come in.
I don't know.
Come here.
Unfortunately, you also.
So, when you are angry with somebody for a prolonged period of time, what do you have in mind? A grudge towards him. Like an anger bottled up deep inside. So, here is your grudge. Hold it like this. Let me see how long can you hold it. Straight hand. Time it. No. Yeah, just keep it. Keep your brothers. But don't move.
I shut up with the Brazil.
आप दुखे सब बोल रहे हैं कर देना it's okay it's absolutely fine don't bend keep it straight these are your grudges who's going through the pain he's going through the pain the more anger resentment that you hold in your mind who's going to be damaged yourself. You're actually killing yourself emotionally. You can keep holding. It's okay. You gave up. This is what you should do with your anger. This is what you should do. Thank you so much. This is what you should do with your anger. I hope you got the point. This is what anger does to you. It harms you. Nothing happens to the grudge. Nothing happens to the other person. You are angry. You're damaging yourself. And, what do we move here? Right? And the last, one of the last categories of feeling or emotions is fear of losing a loved one, fear of losing a loved one, fear of losing a job, fear of losing a promotion, fear of failing, fear of this, fear of that. Fear is also, if you want, you can convert it into a very positive feeling. If you fear to fail, or if you fear to score your A grades, and work on it, then it becomes a positive. But if you let the fear take you down, oh, I'm going to fail, man. I give up. I'm so scared. I'm not going to appear for this exam. It's going to take you down. It's not just being afraid of somebody. Fears are of many kinds. Many different kinds. According to Daniel Goleman, an American psychologist who helped popularize EI, there are 5 main elements of emotional intelligence. First is I think, therefore I am. I am, therefore I think. And what am I thinking? How many of you do any kind of meditation? Be honest. 1, 2, 3. Madhu I know her from my previous college. Okay, 3 people meditating, make that 4, maybe Ethel does, 5. What happens when you meditate? It's not really something stupid, you go, yeah? Something happens in your mind. Your conscious and your subconscious are getting connected. You know actually who you are. Introspection, okay, fine. It comes at a later stage, but you come to know who you are. Your soul is there. You know exactly who you are. Self-awareness is very, very important. Who am I? What are my limitations? What are my goals? What do I intend to do? What are my weaknesses? Personal SWOT? How if you do a personal SWOT? SWOT. SWOT analysis. Strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. How many can identify 5 things that make you really happy? 5 things that make you really sad. 5 things which you can easily do and 5 things which you can't do. Being self-aware, and that too at a level in your mind, because you're self-aware, every day you stand on the weighing scale and you see, 82, I lost 2 kilos. That's what happened to me today. That's what. But being self-aware about your thought process. That's what I'm saying. So the most important pillar of emotional intelligence is self-awareness, self-regulation. For fitness, physical fitness, you go to a gym, you walk, you eat these things, you don't eat these things. Like you eat 6 times in a day, every 2 hours, pop something. Dietitian ne likh ke diya hai. What do you do for your mental fitness? Any kind of self-regulation that I will not think such negative thoughts. I will not get angry. I will not give up. I don't think so anybody does. Because we are so obsessed with the outside world, which actually is regulated by our inside world. But we are obsessed with the outside world, and that too, ideas which are brought from 238 years of British rule. एग्जाम्पल अभी बहुत चला था वो गोरी गोरी फैन से विराट कोहली ने कुछ लिख दिया, इसने कुछ लिख दिया, सबने लिख दिया. We are supposed to be brown skinned, aren't we? What's wrong with that? You never see an ad in the newspaper, wanted a brown bride or a wheat complexion bride. It's always wanted a fair, tall, thin bride. Why? Can't run that advertisement in down south. So I'm talking about self-regulation. How many of you, because if you are aware what you're thinking, you know you are becoming depressed, and because of your self-regulation, just like कि मैं बियर तो 2 ग्लास से ज्यादा पीता ही नहीं हूँ, या केक तो इतना ही खाता हूँ. How many of you are self-regulatory about your feelings or your emotions? That I will not feel negative. See, I told you, mind is a monkey. Okay, वो कभी इधर है, कभी इधर है, उसको कोई regulation नहीं है, unless you regulate it. You regulate your mind कि नहीं, negative thoughts will come, and that is the first thing that will come. Let's say your dad or your mom has gone somewhere and they're not back. They're supposed to come home by 9:30, 10. And they're not yet back. It's 2 o'clock in the night. Their phones are switched off. You call their office, their friends are there. They've left 5 hours back. What is the first thing that comes to your mind? Negative, right? Humans, we are prone to negativity. We tend to think negative thoughts first. Negative emotions, we pick them, we love it. We all love to be mental devdasis. We never think, mom and dad might have gone out for romantic rendezvous. They might be, sitting in a nice restaurant, thinking about their old days. They'll come. What if we regulate our mind to think only positive thoughts? But it's very hard. What I'm saying is very hard. And negative thoughts will come, so don't say, all those who say negative thoughts, bhagao, andar hi mat aane do, all bullshit. I don't know. वो सब आएंगे, बट आप उसके ऊपर कैसे क्या रिएक्शन करते हो आपके ऊपर. Third is motivation. मोटिवेशन के बहुत फैक्टर्स होते हैं. बेटा जीआई का डिग्री ले ले, कल उठ के बिजनेस तुझे ही तो संभाल. You are motivated, like बाप का 50 करोड़ मेरे पास कब आएगा? मैं धंधा कभी करेगा? 50 का 500 में कैसे बनाएगा? कि हमने सबका स्टोरी पढ़ा है. अंबानी का पढ़ा या अदानी का पढ़ा या जैक वेल्च का पढ़ा या वॉरेन बफेट का पढ़ा या किसी का. We want to be like that. We are motivated. Yes. फिर कुछ आ गया और टायर में से हवा निकल गई. People with high emotional intelligence are always motivated. Believe me, no guru, no jnani, no self-help books, no Sadguru, no Tim Robbins, no one can help you motivate except your own self. Either you have it in you or you don't. Period. And that happens when you are self-aware, you are self-regulated, that I will never think negative thoughts. I will keep doing till I succeed, and that will give you motivation. Because you're not allowing negative thoughts. You've self-regulated yourself. Whenever these thoughts come in, you are aware. Because you're self-aware, you are aware these thoughts are coming in. I was in hospital for like about 2.5 months. 17 fractures. And पूरा पता. Rage, वो सब, everything. Sometimes I tell my wife, वो X-ray है ना, उसको मेरे frame करके रखना backlit से. She thinks I'm nuts, but then you keep thinking, yeah, okay, this gets over, and this gets over, and that's a tough time because you quit your job, a nice paying job, and you trying to do corporate training, and you've just done 2 nice assignments, and you're looking forward to a 3rd one, which was to start on Monday, and I was to travel the next day to Hyderabad, and this happened, and then you're in bed for about 4 months, 4.5 months. And then you start with crutches and you start with a walker. So basically, after 1.5 years, you are back on your feet. So it takes time. It takes a lot of time. Not to break down. Breakdown is easy. Not breaking down is tough. Empathy. What is empathy? Vocabulary. उसको बोलो तो vocabulary बोलो.
That to put yourself.
बोलो.
Portray yourself. To put yourself in someone else's situation.
Precisely. Women, they observe. On an average, women have 250 grams more of Veja in them. They are physically powerful also. So what powerful? Try taking the pain of a childbirth. You will come to know. It's the highest pain. That's okay, I understand. To make this, make the husbands empathize towards what the wives are going through, most husbands, they go to these romance classes and they wear a heavy sack and they roam around with their wives. That creates an empathy. They go through what they are going through. Some of them understand what the hell is going on, some of them don't. Empathy is a very, 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 very strong, powerful, emotional intelligence technique which will help you to self-regulate, which will help you to become aware, and which will help you to motivate yourself. What makes the other guy tick? What has he done? How come he never gives up? Time is short. Social skills. It's not about partying. It's about social skills. How many people listen to you? Even if you are, let's say, the boss of a company of 500, how many people respect you? Respect and fear are both different things. Some of the employees might be there for the money, and some of them will be there for the money, and some of them will be there for the money. But how many of them respect you, how many of them are afraid of you, and how many don't give a damn? If the tilt is more respect and like, you have social skills. If the tilt is on the other side, I don't give a damn, सारा बोल के चला जाता है, चिल्लाता है छोड़ना, then you don't have social skills. Are we together? Thank you. The more that you manage each of these areas, the higher your emotional intelligence. So let's look at each element now. थोड़ा time नहीं है. I used to run a 6 hours a day session on this entire thing. Long back. We're running through this quickly. 7 qualities of people with high emotional intelligence. One is they are change agents. तो VFS के बाहर बैठ के एजेंट नहीं बनते, मैं भर के दूंगा, चेंज हो जाओगे तुम, ऐसे नहीं. They like change. They are not afraid of change. In fact, they advocate change and change for the better. They are self-aware. We already discussed that. You need to be aware at all times what is going through your mind. Why are you feeling what you feel? They are not unattractive. Even God is not perfect. That's why He created humans. And now we have the power to destroy what He made 600 million years ago with pressing a couple of buttons. Mr. Trump can press, and Mr. Putin can press, and Mr. Xi can press, and Mr. Modi can press, and 5 people, between 5 of them, and then everything's over. So even God was not perfect. He made a mistake by creating us. The tiny AC that you run in your car is eating away the ozone regularly. I'm putting a little bit data. And that little bit of ozone depletion is leading to a little bit of oxygen depletion, which means your grandchildren or their grandchildren may not have oxygen to breathe. Every sheet of paper that you waste, you know that A4 size Xerox ka aata hai na, one, that is equivalent to 1 tree. 1 tree can give you, one person at least 70 to 80 years of oxygen. Ask them how strict we are about using paper in my office. I put a date in. So don't look for perfection, you will be unhappy. Nothing and never, nobody was ever perfect. It should not be. The world should be an imperfectly perfect place. Your job, let it be imperfectly perfect. Your career, imperfectly perfect. Your wife, your husband, your spouse, your children, let them be imperfectly perfect. Don't look for perfection. Try to make them better, but nahi. 100 में से 100 आना ही चाहिए, तो नहीं आता. Empathy, we spoke about it. They're balanced. Mentally balanced. Their thoughts are balanced. They know how much time to give to their professional life. They know how much time to give to their personal life. They know how much to eat or what. They know how much to sleep. They know how much to work out. They are balanced. They are like a cat. I know curiosity did kill the cat, but before it got killed, she was curious. Most of the inventors had a very, very high level of EQ. IQ, definitely. How many of you have heard of Mr. Alexander Graham Bell? So who invented the bulb? So when Edison made his first bulb and everything was ready and all the investors were waiting in his hall, in his mansion, the ground floor, he told his assistant, come, let's go with the bulb and show it to the world. The assistant was so nervous, कि नीचे उतर रहा था ना, bulb गिर गया, टूट गया. He made the bulb again. Next week he called everybody. Did the same thing. Come, told his assistant, come. This guy was very scared. And somebody who had pumped in a lot of money, he's like, why again you are telling him? Wapas gira diya to? Say, listen, I know how to make the bulb. It breaks once, I'll make it again. If his confidence breaks, this guy will never stand on his feet. That's how a lot of things in life are. Don't let your confidence break behind perfection, behind a lot of things. It's be self-aware, be self-regulated. And by gracious, I don't mean they wear nice things and they walk nice way and this and that. They give grace. In Christians, before eating a particular meal, they say grace. What does that mean? They are grateful. We always look there. आज इतना पैसा है तो इतना पैसा कल मिलता है. आज मैं इधर है तो कल मैं इधर है. How many of you look down? That you have things which other people can't even dream of. In areas like Sudan and countries like Sudan and all of them, women forget learning anything. There are not a lot of people who go out of their houses. Aren't you fortunate? Very fortunate. I lived in a job. I was brought up in a job in Kirgaon. I don't know how many of you heard that. It's near the diamond market, old diamond market. So we had like two rooms, very small room, and 8 of us living there. And after, I have 2 sisters, younger to me. So when they turned 8 and 6 respectively, my dad said, okay, now sisters have grown up, you go out of the houses. So I used to sleep in the passage. And I had rats and, when you're sleeping in the passage in a chawl, what do you expect? And the rains were beautiful. I never had to take a shower in the morning. Thank God I was in a very good school. Near high school, if you want this particular name, on Friday Road. And before that, one more thing I just want to share. I had acute dyslexia. I still have. For example, I can't write in small letters. If I see 2 zeros and 2 zeros, I can't make out how many zeros are. I couldn't speak till the age of 7. So, life is tough, sometimes, and then you practice grace. Be grateful for everything that you have, and obviously want for more. That is a given. Please want for more. Otherwise, it will not make you motivated. It will not make you achieve things that you want. But at the same time, practice grace. Be grateful for what you have. These are, in my opinion, very high EQ people who made successes out of their EQ. He's Rajiv Ramchandani. How many of you have heard of Tantra t-shirts? So he made that brand, he found out and he was talking to a lot of people and amazing social skills. So why not take my social skills out to a business platform? Then you have Gori Gori Femse. She delivered her first femme tube one day after she delivered her baby, first baby. And she was born in a rich family, she was married in a very rich family. She didn't have to do anything, but she had very high emotional intelligence. She still has. They sold the entire company to Dabur recently in 2014. This is Mr. Prem Ganapati, owner of Dosa Plaza. Came to Mumbai. उडुपी में झाड़ू पोछा करने का, उधर ही सोने का, ये वो. Very high, emotionally intelligent. He saw the opportunity, what to do. People like flavors. Szechuan dosa, this dosa, that dosa, his invention. Now, another set of people with very high EQ. Very high in EQ. इसके इमोशंस हैं कि इंडिया को बर्बाद 24/7 पीछे नहीं हटता. ड्रग्स बेचो 2 नंबर का पैसा. Very high emotional intelligence. Very. Otherwise he won't deal. But it's the application which counts. Mr. Hitler, very high emotional intelligence. एक ही दिमाग में था, यूज नहीं चाहिए. Very motivated. Same for Mr. Rajan. Hated Christians. उड़ाओ. सिंबल है ना, tall towers, वही उड़ाओ. They were and are very high EQ people, but the applications for us were wrong. For the general society were wrong. The last slide, I promise. So, ways to strengthen your emotional intelligence. Become more self-aware. The women have this habit, my wife has this habit, वो पट्टा है, उसके बाद measure tape and she keeps measuring. Every second, third week, कितना waste हुआ? अरे इतना ही है, इतना आधा देखो कम हुआ. That is also nice, but become self-aware from who you are, what you can do, what you can't do. Why do you think negative things? Why do you think doing time pass in a class is a cool thing, dude? टाइम तो पास हो जाएगा बॉस. टाइम का तो हैबिट है पास होने का, whether you want it or no. बाद में तुम फेल हो जाए, टाइम तो पास हो जाए, don't worry about it. A very small example I'll give you. In 24 hours, 8 hours we sleep. So your 1/3 of your life, let's say human expectancy 60 years, 1/3 of your life, which means
20 years.
gone. So you are actually alive for out of those 40 years. You take commuting, you take eating, shower, other things, 2 hours in a day. वो भी निकाल दिए, कितने बचे? 28 साल. You are 28 years, mind you, to do what you want. टाइम पास होएगा ही होएगा, उसका रिजल्ट 100% गारंटी है. You will fail in that. और आजकल क्या है, टाइम पास करवाने के बहुत नुस्खे हैं जिसमें लोग पैसे कमाते हैं. So if you are self-aware, you will not get in that trap. WhatsApp चालू है आज तो मैराथन 1.5 घंटा, घर जाने तक करना क्या है यार, WhatsApp करते रहो बस. If you are self-aware, you will use that time in bettering yourself. Probably read a book or learn a new language or play a game of chess, or even those war games are nice, you know. Hand-eye coordination, it sharpens your mistake. But gossip, इसने ये किया, उसने वो किया, चलो कहाँ था? Don't do that. Express your thoughts, feelings and beliefs, but there has to be a time, a place and a person. I can't express my thoughts about people in public to people I don't know, I don't trust. Okay? People get irritated. So, जो चीज जहां बोलनी चाहिए वहां ही बोली जाती है. Inner passions. And I'm not talking about those passions, I'm talking about these passions. Yes. How many of you like playing with crayons when you were kids? Color. Be honest. And how many of you are doing it? Your adult color books. Go get them. It will make you so happy. People who are happy are creative. People who stay happy are successful. How many people from these Chaya beer bar and Lakshmi beer bar who drink every day and night, how many of them are successful? Listen to Mukesh ki dard bhare kahani. How many of them are successful? Tell me. Unhappy people, unfocused people, negative people are never successful in life. Never. Know your strengths and weaknesses, do a SWOT. Every time, every day in the morning or before going to bed. What did I do wrong? How did this go wrong? This I did well. I must award myself. Soul को ना, body को award की आदत डाल for doing every good thing, every right thing. It will get addicted. You've done something nice, got nice results, made good money, go for a bloody holiday. Go buy that Burberry jacket that you always wanted. Go buy original Louis Vuitton, not the Hong Kong one, the original Louis Vuitton bag. Award देने की आदत दोगे ना, माइंड को बहुत बड़ा अच्छा लगता है. Gets addicted. Walk in the other person's or lobe पे, or Jimmy Choo's, or Bhatta ka chappal. Whichever the person is on the other side. If the watchman downstairs did not give you salam today, Sala dekh. You're the boss of an organization and somebody doesn't tell you, good morning sir, in a very nice, pleasing manner that they always say, आज नहीं बोला ना, आज देख इतना काम देता हूँ, आज 9 बजे तक घर नहीं जाना. People do it, trust me. But without thinking that why that person is down and why that person is feeling what they are feeling. ये हमारा क्या है, हमको अपने से ही फुर्सत नहीं. We are so full of ourselves. Every person is 3 people, I, me and myself. And there's a big thing called ego. You know what is EGO? Madhu knows, edging God out. The moment you think you are someone, you're edging God out. फिर आप मंदिर जाओ, मस्जिद जाओ, गुरुद्वारा जाओ, church जाओ, you're not in sync with God. You think you are bigger than God. There is a श्लोक also in Sanskrit. Aham, avam, vayam. Aham यानी अहंकार. अवम जब आता है, वयम उसका उम्र हो गया. Don't be egoistic. Stay grounded. Manage other person's emotions. Most successful leaders are able to manage others' emotions. Political leaders, business leaders. Business leaders, they show a dream and take people with them. Do you think Bill Gates or Steve Jobs or Ambani or anybody could have done without other people? And what made them follow them? Infosys, when it was in crisis, Narayan Murthy said, okay, I'll sell all my shares, I'll give you the money. His core team said, no salary or 30% salary, we are okay with it, but let's continue. That's what you need to develop. People should, because you're able to manage their emotions. Not manipulate, manage. Manipulation is different. It's getting late, but this is the last slide. Be socially responsible. थोड़ा चंदा दे दिया, अच्छा लगा. एक झाड़ उगा दिया, बहुत अच्छा. ऑर्फनेज में जाके आए, बच्चों को दे दिया, और भी अच्छा. This is appeasement of the soul. It will stay longer. A 4-hour spa treatment in IOSIS, you'll feel nice for 1 or 2 days. You'll take a picture, you'll put it on the checked in at IOSIS, and 4 days max. Things like these, they'll last for a lifetime. Manage your impulses. When I was a kid, my dad always used to tell me, whenever you want to buy something, ask yourself 3 things. Do I really need it? Do I really, really need it? Do I really, really, really need it? तीनों में यस आएगा तो करिए. तीनों में से एक बार भी नो आया तो मत करिए. So you need to manage your impulses, because impulsively we do a lot many things we regret later on. Because you are not self-aware, you are not self-regulated, you are not managing yourself. Hence you become impulsive. Are you with me? Be more. Not just physically by doing yoga, but allow people space, allow mistakes. People make mistakes. You are not perfect. Just because you are on a particular chair, or just because you have a 10 crores in your bank account, doesn't make you anything. How good you are emotionally, that's what matters. Be flexible. And lastly,